Welcome to my take on family history. Genealogical research is so much more than names, dates, and places on a chart. Our families live through wars, good times, and bad times. We are interconnected in so many ways, and I want to share that through my YouTube channel, Telling Family Stories. Follow along with me. I want to begin my series by telling you the story of the McCardle's of Chattahoochee County, Georgia. Charles Elmer McCardle was born on March the 7th, 1821, most likely in Bibb County, Georgia, near Macon. He was the son of John and Lenny Rushing McCardle, and the grandson of Cornelius McCardle, who had come from Scotland and fought in the Revolutionary War. He enlisted in the United States Army in 1846. He served in the Mexican-American War from 1846 until 1847. The Mexican-American War was fought between the United States and Mexico from 1846 until 1848. It was a conflict that began with a dispute over the annexation of Texas by the United States in 1845. After 2 years of fighting and a series of American victories, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed on February the 2nd, 1848, officially ending the war and extending the boundaries of the United States across the continent to the Pacific Ocean. The territory acquired included what would eventually become the states of Texas, California, Nevada, Utah, most of Mexico and Arizona, and parts of Colorado and Wyoming. After the war, Charles returned home and farmed. In 1850, the value of his farm was estimated to be about $400, today around $17,000. He married Alice Ann McCardle, a distant cousin, on December the 14th, 1851. They moved to Columbus around 1852, and Charles joined the Columbus police force. Tragedy struck the family in April of 1853. Alice gave birth to a son, James Terrell, though she died on April the 24th, 1853. The infant only lived until May the 3rd. Charles married Eliza Jane Parker, the daughter of Jacob and Marilda Fletcher Parker, in Columbus on January 29, 1854. Eliza's father, Jacob, had been a teacher and justice of the peace in Stewart County, Georgia. The couple welcomed Charles Lemerle in 1854, Alice Ann in 1856, and Martha Francis in 1860. Charles and Eliza moved to Chattahoochee County, Georgia in 1861 after Charles bought a small farm in the Pine Knot area. Their second son, Jefferson Davis McCardle, was born in 1862. And they became members of the Mount Perrin Baptist Church in the area. After Georgia seceded from the Union and war was declared, Charles joined the Chattahoochee Sentinels. The Sentinels were part of the 46th Infantry led by Colonel Peyton Colquitt of Columbus. The infantry regiment was formed during the spring of 1862. The infantry comprised of units from Muskogee, Webster, Harris, Chattahoochee, Sly, Upson, Marion, and Talbot counties. The men were sent to Griffin, Georgia for training. The infantry spent most of their time around the Charleston, South Carolina area until May of 1863, when they were sent to Vicksburg, Mississippi to join the Army of the Tennessee. The Vicksburg campaign lasted until July. The campaign campaign was disastrous for the Confederacy, resulting in a huge loss of life and artillery. In September, the Chickamauga campaign was another huge loss for the Confederacy. The battle lasted from September 18th through the 20th, resulting in a loss of 34,000 men. Only the Battle of Gettysburg had larger casualties, 51,000. On September the 20th, 5 men from the Chattahoochee Sentinels were wounded, among them Corporal Charles McCardle. 6 men from the unit were killed, along with Colonel Peyton Colquitt. The Atlanta campaign began in earnest in May of 1864. The 46th fought at Dalton, Georgia, May 5th through 11th, New Hope Church, May 25th through June 4th, and Pine Hill on June the 15th. The Chattahoochee Sentinels lost 9 men in the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain on June 27th. 8 men were wounded in the battle. From July until September, the 46th was involved in many battles around the Atlanta area, including Pumpkin Vine Creek, Smyrna Campground, Peachtree Creek, Atlanta, and Jonesboro. The 46th was sent to Franklin, Tennessee in November, and on to the Nashville campaign in December of 1864. The 46th Infantry surrendered on April the 26th, 1865, after the disastrous Carolinas campaign. Charles found himself back in Chattahoochee County farming. In 1866, William Andrew was born. In 1874, at the age of 54, Charles ran for Deputy Marshal of Chattahoochee County. The McCardle's last child, James Benjamin, was born in 1876. Charles died at his residence in the Pine Knot community on January the 31st, 1881, at the age of 59. He was buried in the family burying ground known today as Cemetery 44, located on the Fort Benning Reservation. Eliza lived on until 1911 in the family home. She died from typhoid fever on September 26, 1911, and was buried beside her husband in the family cemetery. For more family stories, visit my blogs. It's a family affair and intertwined.